Hey YouTube, it's me Christy. I'm just here fixing to do another cooking video. But before I get into it, I would like for y'all to subscribe and comment down below and like the video. Okay, right now my water is boiling. I need to get my potatoes and my onions in there so they can soften up a bit. I'm trying to get y'all right. Rascal messed up my seating on my I'm sorry, y'all. Rascal messed it up. Okay. And the reason why I have them sitting in water is so that way they don't turn brown. I just washed my hands because I just got through cutting up all these potatoes and onions. That way y'all wouldn't have to watch an hour-long video, or you know what I mean. I'm being a little dramatic with the time, but okay, this is gonna soften them up while I get the other stuff prepared. And then I have my oil over here heating up a little so that way I can be able to fry my pork chops. Okay, now while that's boiling, you guys can follow me over here where the real action is. Okay. Now, here are, well, my camera doesn't want to sit straight. See? Any other time, try to make a video. Okay, here are my pork chops. I just rinsed them off. That's why they're in this strainer. And we're going to season them up. And what we're going to use is Lawry's seasoning. Just sprinkle it in like that. And then we're going to use garlic powder. Onion powder. Parsley flakes. And pepper. And mustard. Now, let me tell you why the reason why I'm using mustard. Like whenever you finna batter something, like fried chicken, whatever, mustard always gives it a crunch, like a real good crunch. You can't taste the mustard, but it gives it a good crunch. You don't have to put a lot. You can just put a little, and then you're going to go in and you're going to mix it all together. That way, the front and the back can be coated real good. Now this smothered pork chops is going to be really good. Okay. Now see, front and back has seasoning. Let me shake my flour up. Okay guys, let me let y'all see what I'm doing. Now I'm putting it in the bag so that way I can get it over there to the fryer. Let me rinse my hand off. Take it. Now I can put some more in. Okay. And then we're going to shake that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is walk this over there to the oil and see if the oil is ready. Oh, I got a little. All right, we're going to walk this over here to the oil, guys. Okay, let me position y'all. Okay, let's see if this oil is hot. Not quite hot yet. Okay, I'm gonna return once the oil gets hot. Be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. The oil is hot now. And then what we're gonna do is take our pork chops and lay it in the oil. And since you're gonna smother these, it's okay to fry it hard, because whenever you smother them, the hot gravy is going to loosen that up, which will make it soft again. So it is totally fine to fry it hard. And it's not going to take long to fry these. And then after that, we're going to take them over here to our gravy. So while this is frying, the next step is we're going to make our roux. Our roux is gravy, for those who don't know. We're going to make that, and then we're going to transfer this and the potato and onion into the roux. So I'll be right back after it's done frying. Hey guys, okay, we're going to flip our pork chops. And that's how they're looking. Y'all, this is going to be so good. Okay. Now, I will be back once I have everything transpired in bowls. So that way we can start our roux and get our smothered pork chops going. See you in a few. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, we just turned this on. Now we're fixing to make our roux. Okay, the first thing you want to do. Okay, and I want brown roux. So this is white flour. So what I'm going to do is sprinkle some around, and I'm going to burn it. Not like charred burnt, but you know, sprinkle enough around like that. And I'm going to let it cook for a little bit, and then I'm going to stir it up so that way we can burn it. It's better to use a spatula. I mean, for me it is. And you'll just mix it around like this until it starts turning a little golden brown. Not black, not dark brown, a golden brown. And I like to spread it all around because it helps it get brown faster. Can't let it sit for too long because it'll burn. Now, if y'all want to, this is the part where you can start putting your seasonings in. So that way your roux gravy, I have a good season to it. And don't worry, you'll still be able to see if it changes colors. I'm adding the same seasonings as I did to the pork chops. My garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, parsley flakes, and my Lawrence. Okay, my Lawry's. You don't want to put too much Lawry's or seasoning salt because I'm going to be using a chicken broth instead of water to make my roux. See, guys, it's turning a little brown right now as we speak. I don't know if y'all can really tell. It probably looks white with the light on. But once everything starts cooking and I put all my meat in and my potatoes and onion, y'all will see what I'm talking about. Okay, let that cook for a second. I gotta get my beater so that way whenever I get ready to mix this with the gravy, the chicken broth, I can whip it. Okay, y'all. It's getting there. It's getting there. So, once it done got there, then I'll come back. Alright, guys. It's brown. Golden brown. Now what I want to do is mix a little oil. Not a lot, just a little. You know, you got to have that roux taste. That gravy taste. And then you want to pour some of your chicken broth. This that I boiled the potatoes and onions in is chicken broth. Mixed with a little water. Now, get this and you start to whisk your broth. So that way you have nothing clumpy. No clumps. You see how that's brown? Now, if I would have just put this in while my, I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth. It's getting thick. I don't want it to get thick too fast. Now, I had a brain fart, y'all. I can't even remember what I was about to talk about or say. But anyways, you want to whisk it. Oh, I remember. If I would have just put the white flour in there and then started making my roux, I would have had white gravy. So if you want brown gravy while you're cooking it from scratch, you want to always burn your flour to a golden brown look. And then once you get your roux, it's this color. Now, guys, this is the time to test your roux. Get you a spoon and test your roux to make sure the salt levels is at your liking. Because you don't want to put all your stuff in and then try to taste it for salt. Because then the balance of your salt is going to be messed up. And it's not going to taste right. So you get your spoon and you'll taste it. I'm going to add just a little bit more Lawry's. Just a little. And then I'm going to mix it around. And if y'all don't want to use the seasonings I use, that's perfectly fine. Some of y'all would have added salt. That's fine too. You could add salt as well. I feel like seasoning salt is all salty. So, but yes, some seasonings have different taste. The Lowry's, you could usually put it in anything, just like a salt. It just gives everything a good taste. Now let me check it for salt one more time. Let me rinse my spoon off. Okay, I have a clean spoon. Okay, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do is add my potatoes and onions. And I'm going to let this cook a while so the potatoes can soak up some of that roux. And when you take a bite of your potato, it's going to be nice and submerged with the roux gravy. And then after that, once this starts to thicken up just a little bit more, then I'll add my meat. Let me add just a little bit more pepper. Okay, you know what? How about we just put our meat in? Let's just stick it in. Put our meat in there. You can put it anywhere you want, as long as you have enough room. Okay, guys. And I have a lot of juice in here, y'all, because, a lot of roux in here. So that way I can make sure everything I have is submerged. My potatoes, my onions, and my meat. Because once the roux gets thick, sometimes you don't even have enough to submerge your meat in. And I don't like it like that. And usually I'll do like big pork chops or whatever. So, guys, I'm going to put my lid on, let that cook, let it thicken up, and I'll be back to show you the ending result. Okay, guys, here it is. Your smothered pork chops. It's gonna be great. Thanks for watching. Make sure y'all like my channel, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you.